I'm just going to double check to make sure this is coming out. Connecting to stream. Just going to make sure. Okay. YouTube. All right. All right, concurrent viewers. It's just us two at the moment. Oh, that's true. Real. Thousands, maybe millions. We don't know at this early stages of LiveStream. Is there a way to be checking? Okay, so we got the chat window down the bottom right as well. Let's. I think so. Let's have a look. So I've got, okay, so I need to also enable desktop audio. Is that correct? Yeah. No. Okay. All right. So if the sound's coming through my headset, I think we sort of might have jumped the gun a little bit here. I feel very unprepared, but all right. So if you're talking, someone said it's not available. Oh, is it? And can you hear Marsh? Talk, Marsh. Okay, so that's a problem. Let's how do I I've got one of those though, and no, on Discord, yeah. Okay. Can you hear my voice, guest09? Let us know if you can hear me loud and clear. We're just playing with the setup at the moment. So I appreciate your patience. If you have questions, there's a chat there. You can start connecting with us. I'm just trying to get Marsh online at the moment. He's the man that covered Lambo just recently. So let's get excited. Now, all right. So I've got headphone audio. So I need to do. So go plus audio capture, audio output capture. Yep. Adding, and then I've got headphones, gaming headset, and that's up. All right. Talk, Marsh.
Check. Microphone. Are you seeing green lines in your OBS?
Yeah, I am. I'll get confirmation from guest09. He's on the ground floor at Lambo with.
It's working, guys.
Nice. All right, and we are in. Welcome to the live stream. It is Adapt Crypto. And here we are.
It's official. Apparently, Lambo is now trending on Dex Tools. Let's get a bit of confirmation.
Oh, are you serious?
Coming in at number 9 out of the top 10, guys. This is red hot. Let's see what some of the chats are doing at the moment.
Wait, are you saying, Gooding, that we called yet again a trending Dex coin before it actually was trending. Did that happen again to Adapt Crypto?
I didn't want to toot my own horn, mate, or our horn, but you're 100% right. We've done it again. We've got, we've got a really nice chart here. There was a little bit of confusion. You get the pre-sale dumpers, and that's sort of what's happened here over the course of this 15-minute red candles landslide here. But this was a perfect entry for those who are watching the chart and understand the Nitro protocol. And in fact, that is exactly where I timed my entry right there. And I'll just put my money where my mouth is. You can see right there the Lambo that I have here. And I'm in.
Oh, man.
I'm pumped. I might be a little bit biased now, though, unfortunately, because I do have some of the tokens. So, please do your own research as you're hearing some of the hype.
Yeah, but at least you're being honest, right? Showing your trades. I think that's a pretty bold move, if I say so myself.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. We've got we've got 4 viewers. I think one
we definitely got 4 viewers,
which is fine because this is just a way of us testing our
we're just testing this out.
So we appreciate.
I realized I didn't get my right clothes on for this thing. You're gonna have to give me 1 second. I'm sure you can entertain the viewers for 1 second.
Yeah, right? Go for it, man. Go for it. So who's the dev dude? So dev is the DGT. He's a little bit anonymous, but he's in the chat here. DGT, known as VAC on Discord. You can get a load of Lambo within their Discord. You can sort of see the progress as well. This has been a project that's been in the making for approximately 3 months, give or take some. So there's this is not a. This is if this were to be a rug, it'll be one of the what would you call it? One of the most inefficient rugs that you've ever seen, because rugs these days. Oh man, have you just dressed up? I'm loving this. We're anxious now.
It's a pretty fancy thing that we're trying to set up here, right? We're obviously honest about our beginnings here, but. I think a little formality is important when we're talking about such serious things as Lambo Degens.
100%, man. We are professionals and we take this seriously. So, this is the real deal. We're not mucking around here.
It's the real deal.
Just in case we've got some new viewers here
we do have some new viewers
that don't exactly know who we are. We're from Adapt Crypto. You can find us here. We did an AMA with Lambo roughly about it was almost 2 months ago as well, just as it was sort of starting to kick off.
At the start. People just seeing this trending now on Dex Tools don't really understand or know the long and storied history of Lambo Degens. That this has been a project in the works for many months at this point.
Exactly, and there's a lot of hype for this project. Look, we've got the owner of Infinity Gains here. He's saying it's pumping hard. Let's see how many apes are beating their chests within the Infinity Gains chat crowd. Here we go. We've got some shillers here. This is going to start really picking it up. We've got Taco Lee, Lambo Livestream. Get amongst it. But you can see here, Lambo, it's... the apes, they're beating their chests here. They're talking about the Nitro protocol. They're getting excited, this is going to really start to kick off, I feel, and a testament. To that.
It's just a matter of time, I think. Before some people start reading about this, and especially for the insiders, when we get our extra Nitro protocol gains, I think word's going to get out that Lambo's where it's at. I mean, obviously, maybe I'm a little biased because I also have a bag myself, but I have strong feelings about Lambo. I believe in Lambo, honestly.
Alrighty. Let's. Did you want to do a bit of a breakdown of the tokenomics? I know you did a bit of a breakdown on them yourself. Let's load up the tokenomics page. It
Yeah,
should be
let's
a lot
check
of
out those
video.
tokenomics. I mean, important. There's a lot of memeing, a lot of symbolism going on in this coin. So there are only 249 Lambo tokens available ever, because those are the amount of Countachs that were manufactured by Lamborghini.
So to the untrained ear, that means it's a scarce product. So
Very
supply
scarce.
demand. You know, how many apes live within the degen space? How many apes are beating their chests right now? Yeah, you got to ask yourself, is that demand going to keep going up, and the supply, it's not going to meet it because it's a fixed amount. So, I'll let you work out what it's going to do to the price here.
Exactly. If people get genuinely hyped about this thing, it's not going to slow down. I don't really see that happening per se.
Exactly.
No.
So let's for those who are watching, Liquid DNB, thanks for joining us, mate. If you have any questions, feel free to.
This is insane. This is our first live stream, and there's 24 people in here already. I mean, I'd say that's a good sign.
I think so too, man. I think so too. And if anyone here has questions on anything that you want us to cover in regards to Lambo, feel free to shoot them. I'm reading the comments here, and then we'll try and keep you informed, help you make those investment decisions. Of course, not financial advice. I'm just some random on YouTube from the Adapt crypto community. So,
come on, give yourself some credit. You are an incredibly shrewd, intelligent investor, and it is an honor to be trading with you, bro.
Yeah, cheers, man. I have been known to make some mistakes though, so I wouldn't. I recommend do your own research. Please don't hang me if you follow my trades. But
no, that is also something I appreciate personally about Adapt Crypto, is that we don't just say we are expert masterminds and do everything perfect and get 10x's every single day, because, well, that's just not true for anybody, and anybody saying that, I think, is not giving you the full truth. So we will tell you. We are people. We do make mistakes.
We are human. All right. So
but we also made this Lambo call, and it is now training on Dex. And no, what can I say?
So,
nailed it.
So we got some people sort of asking about the Lambonomics, dare I say. All right. So do you want to talk them through, mate? Just some I've got up here on the page. I'm sure you can have a look there. These are the Lambonomics.
Yes.
I'll let you take this one.
Let me pull this up. Okay. Yeah, so like I was saying before, there are only 249 tokens, and that is the number of Countachs that were manufactured. This has nothing to do with Blade Runner 2049, although good movie. The pre-sale prices were for a $200,000 market cap, and I believe, what was the pre-sale price again?
I think
pre-sale prices.
Was it 0.52 per ETH, so about half an ETH essentially. But I think that pre-sale price, it varied depending on whether you're on the team. I'm pretty sure. So the team had to buy their own tokens, and understandably they got their tokens cheaper, other than cheaper than what us lazy traders bought in.
Right, but
which makes sense. They did the work. It was months in the making.
It definitely makes sense, but that was also a selling point, that they weren't just automatically giving 20, 30, 40% of the tokens to the devs. The devs themselves had to purchase the tokens, even if they got a slightly lower rate than the rest of us normies. It's a good idea, I would say.
So I've got up here on the screen, we've got the project devs. They bought one Lambo at 0.18 ETH, so it's about $60. And these guys, these project developers, they strongly believe in their product. I've done an AMA with DGT himself, and this is his first project. I think there's going to be a lot of love for the project. Really? I think he's going to be in it long term. So, and I know, in the DGen space, you've got a heap of apes beating their chests, and you'll find a lot of these projects sort of pump and dump. But I think the tokenomics, for those who take the time to understand TWAP, It sounds like I'm illiterate there, but those who
I
understand
was
trap.
thinking, I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking Cardi B when I hear that twop. That's just a personal thing.
Yeah, it sounds like trap, and you're saying it with like a speech impediment. But if you
Yeah,
understand
exactly.
trap, you can then choose your sell targets, your sell times in this case, and it really depends on the this TWAP user interface. Unfortunately, you do have to keep updating. Refreshing the page. It doesn't refresh automatically. You've got here TWAP. You've got to wait for this to update. It updates every 12 hours, to my understanding. Excuse me. Originally it was 48. VAC did change. Sorry, the dev team did change that from 48 hours to 12 hours to make it more
I think that's a
interesting.
good idea, though. Yeah, that's 48 hours is pretty long, actually, to be waiting for this update.
Yeah, exactly right. And then we've got the buy price, and then we have the sell price. So this here is what this is telling me. If I were to sell right now, I will be slapped in the face financially. So I really need to focus on this timing here, which will update this TWAP here, ETH to Lambo. And if I'm wrong, guys, if someone in the chat knows how are the subtle, yeah. So if someone in the chat here has it sort of a different perspective, please feel free to share it within the.
Yeah, so we're getting some chats in here. Yeah, Fox Raymond, how are punished? How are sellers punished? Well, if you're not paying attention to the mechanics, if you don't know what this TWAP thing is, which I'm guessing a lot of the apes and the people that are jumping in on Dex tools are not going to be aware of. They're just going to ape in and see it trending and just hope for sick gains, and they're not going to realize what this whole mechanic is. I guess most traders should be aware of what moving averages are and how that sort of mechanic works, and what Lambo has done here, basically, real simple in a nutshell, is added sort of a moving average into their token. And so if you are selling or buying away from the moving average, you basically get wrecked or rewarded. So if you sell far away from the moving average as it is right now, you will stand to lose almost 50% of your tokens. And those will just be sent to the Nitro protocol to be given to other smarter traders that will be buying at the right time. And basically, it is sort of like a give and a take. I mean, I guess I'm not getting into all the specific details of the actual mechanics, but that's sort of the nutshell. If you sell at the wrong time away from the moving average, you get wrecked. If you buy away from the moving average, for example, when it is plummeting in price, then you will be rewarded with extra tokens. And all of this is hopefully going to just increase the value of the token. And well, it's interesting because, right, obviously not a lot of people read, not a lot of people are interested in reading per se. And so I think a lot of people trading aren't going to be aware of this. And at the beginning, the token just really sort of dumped off. And
that's normal.
The more I think about it, it's a genius stroke from Lambo, because, well, that is just filling up this Nitro protocol with sweet gains for the rest of us that understand how this thing works. Yeah, what do you think, man? What do you think, Gooding?
So I've just got a little bit of extra information here. The dev himself is working on the auto refresh for the TWAP. So stay tuned.
Very interesting.
Stay tuned for that. You know, the team is live. They're working on their products. They're working on the back end to make sure that the information for their investors and traders and the community are staying up to date with the latest information. We've got another question here. We've got statically available. I butchered that. I apologize.
Statistically avail.
I think that's
statically avail.
Yeah, statically avail. That's it. Sorry. So he goes, what is the slippage to sell? That is a good question. These things, it really depends. Unless there's something different about this product, it really depends on how quickly it's moving. Obviously, the lower the slippage, the better. That way, you're getting the price that you are, that's being forecast on the Uniswap interface. And I recommend a good, at the max is 10%. Now, if you're having trouble with that slippage, I think that might be a question for the dev. He might have a better understanding on what's sort of going on there. Guys, if you're new to this our first stream, you can get amongst us. We have a Telegram where we talk about some of the latest projects. It's Adapt Crypto. You can see it just there in the chat. Join us. You know, we're a collaborative group here. There's no bullshit. We cover a lot of projects, and we've covered a few really good ones, haven't we, Marsh?
Oh, almost exclusively. I mean, yeah, like I was saying before, we aren't infallible gods, so we do often, not often, but we are capable of making mistakes. But just the nature of having a robust team of people from around the world with different skill sets, we're able to check a lot of tokens, a lot more than a single person, and we're also able to bounce these tokens off each other in the Discord and in our other sort of collaborative spaces before sending them on to the more sort of normie people that are just living in the Telegram or maybe watching some of these YouTube videos. So I really think it's honestly a pretty strong competitive advantage to have this teamwork that we're doing. And obviously, if you are interested in getting these gains, you can just watch these YouTube videos or check out the Telegram. But if you want to help us and join the army, the Adapt Army, in helping us find these gems, we would love to have you. We would love your help, and you will be warmly welcomed. And I think you'll realize pretty quickly that this isn't your average pump and dump, club that I guess I saw forever. So many other different groups I saw before finding this group, and it's just a breath of fresh air to have some kind people that are not infallible and are kind to each other in the crypto space, because it just isn't everywhere, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. And it's important to work together with traders. It's a very lonely world within the trading crypto space, and I think we've definitely incubated a bit of a culture within our group. All right, I'm going to give some live technical analysis.
I was about to say, because the chart is mooning. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Look at this curve. Look at this. There was a little sell-off, obviously, at the beginning, understandable, people selling their pre-sales, but it is just, it's been popping up there ever since,
it's crazy.
What does that say?
It's crazy. Look, we've just, a bit of a forecast here. This is this is mainly based on the hype for the project as people become more familiar with LAMBO. There was there was a lot of speculation that it was going to be a rug, because, a lot of Degen projects do, but here we have we've got a bit of foreplay around the 600 to 700 mark here before we start to moon towards the 2x sort of era. Now, bearing in mind the TA for projects that have just launched mean absolutely nothing, and I have based this on nothing as well, so please do your own research. It's more of a lull, if anything.
But the thing about Dex Tools 1 minute TA is that, well, it probably is pointless and meaningless, but the chances of a bunch of other degens also doing 1 minute TA is pretty high, actually. And so, at least from the psychological perspective, I do think it is valid to a degree, even though it might not be exactly kosher, compared to your average Bitcoin or Ethereum analysis. I still think the traders are looking at these charts.
So this just in, we've got on the ground floor here, Lambo is now number 3 on Dex Tools. Guys, get amongst it. Right behind Base and R-Base. I think that's pretty big move. Pretty exciting feature there. And that's above RFI and API 3, some of the and Bondly. So that's some of the bigger projects there. People are getting hyped. They're looking at the chart. They're getting excited. At the moment, they're probably doing a bit of research on the project themselves, and I hope they do, because TWAP can be a little bit confusing for those who are uneducated. And there'll be a lot of people trying to claim some of their profits. But I strongly recommend that everyone takes the time to sort of study this.
Definitely
maximize your gains. There's a heap of Lambo tokens within the Nitro protocol, so why not make the most of them and claim what's yours, essentially, for buying in.
Exactly. Well, and I think to be fair, right? Looking at those other coins on the chart, I think a lot of people did buy into base and rebase without understanding the mechanic or having any sort of understanding there, and that didn't stop it from just going absolutely ballistic. Think what you will about rebase tokens, and I don't know. We'll see what happens with Lambo, but it is rubbing up right against those big heavy hitters from the last couple days, and that is exciting, I would say.
Yeah, 100%, man. Do you want to talk about a little bit about the project there, Marsh?
Yeah, sure.
Definitely. If you want to flick me a link, I'll load it up for you so that our viewers can also read off the same script as, the same information as what you are.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff I was looking at was their Medium articles. Yeah, if you go into the Medium,
yep.
I thought they had a very interesting rundown of the actual tokenomics of the contract itself and how it works and everything. So I think that might not be the most recent Medium post.
Now, I have a feeling there was another one. I clicked on the Medium link straight from the website themselves. Now, I feel like there is another Medium post there. If any of our viewers can hear us, I wonder if there's another Medium that we could maybe source from some of the community here.
I mean, obviously, I want to thank our viewers for showing up. I am honestly a little shocked that we showed up to this live stream. We didn't do a whole lot of build up or announcements about it, and we have 40 congruent viewers. There's 40 people in this chat. It's pretty exciting, and it bodes well, I think, for the future. So, yeah, I mean, if you 40 people think maybe we could do more of these live streams in the future, drop us a comment. And maybe hit that like button. I'm just saying, the like button is like giving us free tokens, and you literally don't even have to buy them. You just click that like button. And the funny thing about these tokens that you own, you can't use them yourselves. You only use them through clicking the like buttons. If that makes any sense to a crypto mind.
No, it does. It definitely does. We've got a few people. We've got a few fans in the chat here. Daniel, one of the biggest supporters and founding members of Adapt. A very big fan. He loves the suit and ties. Thank you very much, mate. We're going for
trying to keep it classy.
Yeah, going for the professional look. I'm gonna try and shill the studio. Sorry, the YouTube link here, and I just want to get the message out for those who might have a few questions about the project. Now we have, look at this. Like, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but
nailed it though. Come on, bro, that is sick. It is going up. So you're expecting a little pullback here? Is that your expert 1 minute CA here?
I just feel like some people might try and take profit. Generally, I go by the 2x rule. So people were accumulating around the 350 mark, and then they look at the chart, and this will be the people that aren't aware of the TWAP, the Nitro protocol. So I think we'll see the uneducated selling around the 2x mark. Right, there'll be a bit of a sell-off, but the hype is still going up.
The hype is still going, and in the end, for us sort of more understanding bag holders here, we are actually hoping for a sell-off, at least a little bit, because that will fill up this Nitro protocol and give us free tokens.
Yeah,
right. It's something that we actively encourage some dumb people to sell a little bit here, because it will go straight into our pockets. Not financial advice, obviously. Yeah. Not.
And we are very biased as well, guys. So I already showed you I have some Lambo tokens in my own pocket. So bear that in mind. Please do your own research. We could be full of crap at some of these stages. Crypto in real. Yeah, sweet. So we've got here crypto in real time. This is from the G-Man himself. Crypto in real time. I own a something Lambo now, mum. Awesome.
Yeah, dude. Really sounds like G-Man got a little gains there. Yeah.
Happy for him. His mum is going to be very proud of him. You know,
I mean, I'm not going to lie. If the Lambo token actually lets me buy a Lambo, an actual real world Lambo,
mate.
I don't know. I'm going to give him a present, some sort of gift, because
All right,
we appreciate it.
so we've got Fox Raymond. He's just asked. He wants us to sort of go through the explain the mechanics, tokenomics from scratch. Mate, we could do that. I know it is a little bit confusing. When I did the AMA with VAC a month ago, it was a little bit to take in. I think I stayed up to about 1 a.m. just sort of reading the Medium article, and then I had to get up at I think it was like 2 a.m. The next day to do the AMA itself. So, I lost a lot of sleep, and it definitely showed in my work, my productivity the next day at work. But work doesn't make you rich, mate. So,
The point is that we go hard here for Adapt Crypto. I think we are all extremely passionate about all things crypto, and especially this sort of newborn phase. I mean, I just get really excited when a serious project like this is launching. It gives me all those happy feelings, and I don't know. We're just happy to be here experiencing this.
All right, so let's talk about the tokenomics for Foxy Raymond.
Get into it.
So first off, 2,049 total supply at pre-sale prices, according to the Medium article. I feel like there is an updated version of this Medium article somewhere, because I do recall them posting a second Medium article with some updated information. I'm wondering here, can anyone in the chat sort of just quickly link us the second Medium article, whether it's in the YouTube chat, that'll be great. And then Fox Raymond, I could definitely break down those tokenomics. I don't want to read off this predated Medium article. There is definitely two of these. There is
right, because that's from That's from September. That's like forever ago in crypto land. I think if you just click on the Lambo, if you scroll up a little bit and you click on the Lambo Degen's link there to their main Medium, either there or next to underneath the title.
I'll see what this does.
Yeah, there we go. Contract Everyman walkthrough. I did scan through this. This is very interesting because it does. They really walk you through sort of step by step how they built this mechanic and go through the contract. It's sort of doing their own sort of personal audit on themselves, which I would actually encourage more devs to do. Don't make some other person do it for you. Lay it out for us. What's in your contract,
Yeah, 100%. All right, so we've just had the dev here. He's linked me the Lambonomics. Just give me a sec to orientate myself here. Now it's all here in the summary. So we've got an allocation of approximately 56.66% of the tokens to the Nitro protocol. So there's a big pool there, and that is obviously issued out to the people who are buying in. And you'll have to understand that chart in the previous Medium article I had up. Now we've got the whitelist pre-sale. This is for the members who got in nice and early with the project and work with the devs to create this project from the ground floor up. And so that's a 21% allocation. That would have reflected a little bit in the price itself, mate. Look, this is playing out to the T.
I mean, it's a little frustrating to me sometimes how often you are extremely right. There's the sell-off right on cue. I mean, you guys saw it here, right? He drew the line before this thing happened, and then exactly that thing happened.
I don't believe in TA on a product that's just launched, but it is a little bit amusing. That's that 2x from there, the 350 to just over the 700. People are trying to, take profits. But I just found it a little bit funny. All right. So,
well, it's hard to lose control of these round numbers, right? If you put in an ETH, you're hoping to get 2 ETH, and then you would sell that. Yeah. It's so predictable, actually, but it's worth discussing on the screen.
If not just for the lols. Okay, so we got the pre-sale price here for the early members who made the project. Now, I was I was following the project quite carefully. They had competitions where members could earn a whitelist position by creating posters, an audio track. There's a few other competitions. They're not really coming to mind at the moment. But that's how they earned their whitelist pre-sale position. So they had to still invest. They got a bit of a discount there at approximately almost 40% off. And yeah, well deserved too. And I think that's a really good point there, because it's not just a pre-sale for a trader who got in early and is just looking to get in, get out, or another day, another play. But it's really got some members to really invest mentally into this project. They're excited. You know, for some people who are still living with their mums, it's the first time they've had a Lambo within their possession. So, you know, they're emotionally invested is what I'm saying.
Not that we're throwing any shade at the basement dwellers. I know I was one for quite some time. If you're living with your mom, it's okay. At least you're investing in crypto, and hopefully you will be able to move out soon.
You know, you can make a lot of savings living with your mother. So, you know, you are actually, you know, it's a no-brainer, guys. All right, so we got the Uniswap liquidity. So 320 tokens, Raymond, were added to the Uniswap liquidity pool, which makes up approximately 15%. The price of this was at 0.42 ETH. 0.42. So one Lambo equals 0.42 ETH. We're well above that now. It's pretty much doubled. We've got the dev pre-sale. So these are the guys who put the hard labor in to create this product. They've only given themselves a 3.9% allocation. Now, minusing the Nitro protocol, it's really about double of the, look, I like to say circulating supply, but it's not quite, because Nitro protocol is sort of circulating in itself. But I do think, you know, they do have a larger allocation realistically when you minus the Nitro protocol. However, that is still a good percentage. I find a lot of projects these days, and you look at Terra Virtua, the allocation to their pre-salers, their dev team, it's huge. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
We did the breakdown of it, didn't we, Marsh?
Yeah, no, we did that.
It was like 0.73% to their community. Like, you're going to get shafted by investing in it. However, I think the project has a lot of potential with the NFT space. So, you know, as a trader,
exactly. But even if the project is just unstoppable as a product and has all those other good things about it, if the tokenomics are off, right, we're dealing with these degens. They're gonna game it. They're gonna send it to the bottom, and it's gonna cause problems later. You really, even if you do have a great product, you got to think about these tokenomics. I think it's critical.
100%. Now they've got an extra 50 tokens that they're going to allocate to other people. I'm assuming that DGT would have allocated that to his marketing strategy, which is a fair play there. Gets people financially invested. I have a feeling some of that went to the Infinity Gains owner himself, and that would, you know, he's now invested. You know, he's gonna put it forward to his community there. It's a strategic move. And then we have moderator payments. Of course, we have one of our moderators is actually one of our community members, Frankie himself. I'm not sure.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I know he's somewhere in the chat there. He featured in your video actually on the Twitter posts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So moderator payments, it's a fair call. Everyone in this project has worked hard, and I definitely believe they should be rewarded. Raymond, I hope that sort of gives you a breakdown of the tokenomics. My overall conclusion is that these tokenomics are good. They are strong, nice. I think you'll find that this chart will have a nice sort of wave that sort of fluctuates. You know, the dream would be it just goes straight up. However, it's never realistic, is it?
No, of course. Well, and these are the tokenomics sort of to start with, right? This is sort of how it launched. These numbers are already probably shifting as maybe some of these people are selling or even buying more now that it's all public. And as soon as this Nitro gets into play in, what is it saying, about 10 hours from now, then that 50% is going to be going to people like us that are bag holders. right? Do I have that correct?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. So 50% is definitely enticing. I don't know if it was actually 50% because looking at this, there's an allocation of I get 1.3. I think I got a. Depends on what I bought when you buy in. I think. So I put in about 5 ETH and I bought approximately 9 Lambo. So I've got 1/9, which is approximately
Okay, very
some
interesting.
quick maths. I think is about 13-14%. And that's and then I've got to wait 3,000 blocks there, which is perfectly fine.
But then again, I think I mentioned this in the video, right? If you aren't a math genius, I personally am not, although I'm trying to get a little bit better. You don't need to understand all the details about how the TWAP works and all of those things. You can really just go to this website, right? What is it? Lambo.farm/nitro, and that's going to give you the readout, right? And the goal is to basically not trade when you are getting a high read like this, 25%, because then you will sort of get wrecked if you try to sell the tokens now. You're looking to get that number a little bit closer to zero. I doubt it's ever going to actually get all the way to zero. But if you are looking to trade this coin, maybe now's not the time. Unless you want to give us free money and add to the Nitro pool,
Well,
which, again, yeah, I encourage.
in saying that, I'm pretty sure that those who will be buying in now actually get a higher allocation, which is why when I bought in right down here at the dip. It's a trader's mentality there. So I would have got a smaller allocation or a little bit smaller allocation of the Nitro protocol. I could be wrong with this, and I'm sure I'm sure someone will pick me up on it, but I have a feeling you get rewarded more Nitro. Sorry, you get rewarded more from the Nitro protocol the more it goes up. So although you might have traded at maybe the wrong time, but I think
because
you get a higher, you get a bit of incentives. Like, hey man, we've got you back. Nitro protocols here. Here's a few extra tokens in your MetaMask there.
Because I will be right, because that's part of Adapt is being honest. I will be the first to admit that I have on occasion bought the top, and I'm hoping, right, that maybe for those people that do that maybe sometimes, that this Nitro protocol will actually help them out a little bit by giving them some money.
So we got a little bit of hatred in the chat. Yeah, that's fine. Someone's invested in TVK. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. If you have a look at the tokenomics, it's up to you, man. You can do your own research. It's totally fine. There wasn't a huge allocation to the community. Do your own research, and I wish you all the best there. Someone's asked here, Kate from KCTV, is Lambo going to hit 10K? Mate, there's no guarantees in this space. However, crypto is the land of opportunity. Whether that's positive or negative, it's what you make it. I'd say it definitely has a potential. There's only 2,000 tokens, and geez, wouldn't it look good on the chart if we were to see a nice big wick to the 10,000?
Yeah, exactly.
But probably not realistic within the first day. But anything could happen. We've got here. We've just lost a viewer. He's just said that we're not maths geniuses, and he said he's out. That's fine.
Yeah, no, understandable. Yeah, it depends on why you come to this channel. But honesty is definitely part of it. If we aren't math geniuses, I don't think we should stand up here and tell everybody that we're math geniuses. And in the spirit, transparency, exactly. In the spirit of keeping this really simple for everybody, because I'm easily confused. I got to admit it. I just want to lay out this QOP thing, this Nitro protocol, in the simplest of terms, because we're getting some help in the background, and we got a real simple explanation for you about how this whole Lambo token works. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Real simple. Okay. If you sell above the TWAP price, you're actually selling at the TWAP price, right? So picture that moving average. It's moving around. The price goes above. The price goes below. It doesn't matter. You're still going to be selling at that TWAP price. If you sell When it's below the swap price, then you're going to lose the percentage difference between the two, right? Does that make sense so far? Let me just give you another example. If you buy when it's above swap price, you're going to get extra tokens based on the percentage between the two. That makes sense to me.
That's all you need, man. That's all you need. Just we're on a bit of a pause in the conversation there, guys. We have 40 viewers. We only have 12 likes. You know, I don't want to. We're not charging for the service. All we want is a little bit of encouragement. If this is something you like, yeah, we're informative. We're keeping you up to date. Please like, subscribe, and stay in touch with the Adapt crypto community. We will be covering more of these launches in the future. This is one of many launches that we will be covering, and we will give you honest feedback. You know, DGT did not pay us any tokens to sit here talking about this token at all. We invested our own money, so we're putting our money where our mouth is. So please support us. A couple of likes, you know, it's just one click. Maybe subscribe. You know, you get more of this stuff, sort of this content. We'll give you shout outs. You know, we're here for you, and I hope you feel that. Back to you.
It's sort of a no worries. It's sort of like a crypto support group a little bit. And I guess it is a little standard for YouTube to not have everybody liking the video, even though they're watching. But in reality, I don't know, if you're not hitting that like button, I have to assume that you're a bot, that you're not a real person. So if you want to sort of prove that you are not a bot, you're going to have to smash that like button.
We've just got here from the G-Man himself. He's been with the project for a little while now. And he was our first viewer. So, you know, he's just said here the project devs have now locked liquidity, which means no rug
very good news.
within the Degen space. I'll see if I can find the...
yeah, maybe you want to pull up that Unicrypt link. Is it on the Dex?
Yeah, I'm going to have a look now. If G-Man, if you've got my back here, man, if you could post that link, everyone can sort of do their own research from that. I'll just see if it's... sort of not finding it at the moment. I'm sure if I can't load up Discord at the moment, but
it's a good example though, Gooding, because this is exactly how Adapt works, right? We don't have all the answers ourselves. We source them from the hive, from the army. And if anybody's can help us out in the comments, we will honestly take a look at that help and see if you're trying to trick us or help us out, actually. And we will be able to tell.
Yeah. All right, getting a bit of love there from the group. Really appreciate it, guys. You know, this is... for you guys, we've got it here, the proof of liquidity locked. It's in the pinned message. I should have checked it first before asking the dev himself, but you know, you know,
I mean, everybody does their own research in a different way. I think it's okay, man.
Yeah. So let's quickly bring this up. We'll see. We'll just hopefully this will come up with a bit of statistics here.
It's loading. Again, I just want to keep hammering this home because we are talking about Lambo Degens here.
Yeah. So we've got here, it's locked for 6 months, $144 worth, 144,000, excuse me. And then there's a bit of a breakdown there. At 7 days, I can collect a little bit, 21 days, month, 2 months, another 2 months, and then 6 months. So we now have proof that liquidity is locked. It can no longer rug. So please do your own research there. You know, we're here to keep you guys informed as we learn more about the product itself.
Exactly. Six months is a good length, right? This is obviously, it has it in the name. This is Lambo Degens, right? These guys aren't planning on, well, maybe in the future, but at least not right now, planning on developing some platform like some atomic swap or some other sort of real world impactful situation. But I think that's just fine. I think that's very exciting, actually, because it lets... this is one of the most exciting parts about the crypto space to me, actually. This whole experimentation that is happening with tokenomics, people developing these different protocols. And honestly, this is one of the most innovative things I've seen in a really long time as far as that whole space is concerned.
Yeah.
And again, it's not a sponsored comment. I honestly believe that.
All right, we've just had a question. Sorry if it is a bit late. You did ask about it 5 minutes ago, but the TWAP price, it's indicated on the lambo.farm/nitro. It's currently at 0.44, which means if you were to buy now, it's 1.5, but your sell is this. You really need to time this. This isn't your typical buy and sell trade, but here you've got almost 10 hours here before this price here will be updated, and that's when you want to really assess whether or not you want to sell or potentially buy more. It's up to you. Do your own research.
Yeah, I guess we're all gonna check back then in 10 hours or so and see what's going on with the TWAP, and I guess everybody's looking to see whether it's below the price or above the price, right?
Yeah.
So, because if the price is below the TWAP, then you're going to want to buy more because you're going to get more. And it is important to note, right, because there were some complaints about, oh, is this a rug? Some people were having difficulty getting their transactions through. You're really going to have to take a look at that percentage there on the Nitro readout and set your slippage on MetaMask to higher than that, because otherwise your transaction will not go through. And the devs have explained this a number of times, but obviously, yeah, reading is difficult. And I just want to put that out there again. Make sure to set your slippage higher than that number, which is, right? I don't normally like to set my slippage higher than 25, 30%, but that's what we got going on right here. It's Lambo Degen, guys.
We've got a question here, Marsh, if you want to handle this one. How is TWAP calculated in the next rebase?
Is there a rebase?
I think he's talking about when does the TWAP update. So I think he's trying to work out how is it sort of calculated, and that's when we need to sort of really look at the. Excuse me, if I can find it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that readout is going to get updated in about those 10 hours, but I'm pretty sure they are constantly collecting the data and just getting that time-weighted moving average.
Yeah, and this is
from that data.
I think he's referring to the burn curve. If you want to sort of talk
yes,
to that
curve.
I got G-Man here. He says it recalculates every 24 hours. Is that correct, man? I thought it was 12 hours. I thought VAC updated it.
Yeah, I think the readout on the website is the correct one. I think these numbers have changed a couple times, and that is also why the launch was pushed back a little bit. But I think all of these sort of changes are for the better. That curve that you're looking at there, I believe, is from the Chad's VC, Chad coin, whatever you want to call it. That was their burn
here
curve.
It is, yeah.
And they were showing, just throwing a little shade there at Chad's VC for just having the simplistic burn curve that does not take any sort of weighted moving averages into account, because basically the problem with setting just any sort of static burn curve will be that when the price changes and goes to a place that maybe you weren't expecting it to, it won't be as effective anymore. And that's really what this whole TWAP thing is, and why I think so confusing to everybody, is that it is basically a moving average burn.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that right? I mean, don't quote me on that, but that's at least how I'm sort of picturing it.
So how they're calculating it, Aran, is if the current price is $3, the TWAP price is $2.55. They go the current price minus the TWAP price, and then divided by 3, which equals that 15%. So I might have butchered that.
Okay.
I did start really late last night, and I did get up at 4:40 a.m. to go to gym, and it was a slog. And my trading abilities might be slightly reduced, but
I think our listeners could relate to this, though. I mean, honestly, since I really started in earnest with the crypto, I have been only sleeping 3 to 5 hours a night maximum, because there's just really too much to look through. There's too much to understand. There's too much data to process. It is honestly pretty overwhelming at times. And, well, just to give a slight plug again, that is really the point of this group and this whole adapt thing in general, is that you're not alone out there all of a sudden, right? You can have some help looking through all these white papers, try to understand all this nonsense, because, well, it's rough out there alone. You're gonna get tricked. Honestly, you will get tricked, because I did, pretty early on. Just kept getting tricked over and over again. I bought some rugs, and I felt like a total idiot. Like I was never gonna figure this out. And,
Now you found a home. We created a home. We're out
Exactly.
we're out in the cold. You know, the crypto weather was harsh to the average man, woman, but we seeked shelter, and now we're working together. So,
Exactly.
and this is just from the dev himself. The nitro is simply the percent difference between the current price and the TWAP itself. So, I hope that's all.
Yes, that's a very fine point. Very fine point. So if we just look at the website, right, it's saying 25%. That means the price is 25% off from the TWAP. And that's when you want to be careful. Oh, and he's saying also, that is interesting, capped at 25%. So the TWAP can't go any higher than 25%. So you can't get like 100% wrecked for selling, which is probably
a good thing. Yeah. All right, team. I think that about wraps it up. If anyone has any more questions, thanks very much for joining us. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you want to get amongst us, if you want to ask us questions, we have a Telegram, we have a Discord, we have a YouTube channel that is going to be very active, and we're going to get you the information to be able to help you make your own informed decisions. Unbiased. In saying that, we were a little bit biased. We bought into the project ourselves. There's a little bit of hype there, Marsh. But I encourage you to. Sorry, go, man.
No. Well, I mean, when we initially found this project and got so excited about it, that was the unbiased part, right? Now that we're here, because it's something we talk about a lot in the group, right? If you see something trending on Dex, if you see those green candles, you might be encouraged to buy, but that's probably the wrong time. That's probably when a bunch of other people are looking to sell. And when we were getting excited about this project, it was very early on. And so, yeah, another encouragement to join us up, because then you can get in the right time, in the early time.
100%.
To get those gains.
The only thing that we didn't cover is the NFTs, which is coming soon. I look forward to reading up more information about this. They've got a few different Lamborghinis. We'll sort of see what happens. For the community who are backing Lambo, I encourage you to sort of go across some of the channels. I know the Selective Ape group believe that Lambo might be a bit of a scam, but they are uneducated, so feel free to educate them. I know the Infinity Gains group here would be still beating their chest, I'm sure. Lambo is legit mooning. There we go. We have the owner of Infinity Gains himself saying it's mooning there. So I encourage you guys to do a bit of research. Excuse my just grotesque gifts there, but I have a feeling there's a lot more hype to this project. Please do your own research, and I hope you'll make some good gains from this project. If you have any inquiries, if you want us to cover any others, we've just got a comment here from G-Man. Hey mate, if you're in the Telegram itself, you can get that from the Telegram. So go to the Telegram, pin messages. I'll put it in there in a second for you. And we'll keep you informed. The Discord is our collaborative space. The Telegram is our instant messenger, so you can converse with other traders. The Discord is where we really post our research so others can sort of read up on it. We also have a website. I'll just quickly bring it up for you.
Pull up the website.
The website is something that we're still developing. It's close to finish, and it's very good product made from Lara herself. She put a lot of time into this. We have a watch list with key dates. We have some gem tokens that we've sort of covered in the past, which have done really well on launches. I know Coin there has sort of had a bit of trouble with the follow through. We have our YouTube links. You can go through all our videos. We also have blogs that we post. I'll give a bit of a shout out to Dan himself, Daniel C, also known as Sharky. He's one of the guys that called Sushi before Anya Kronya announced that he was partnering with Sushi. So there was some easy 2x gains there for the main sort of project there.
I was going to say maybe
portfolio.
Bring up our Telegram, because I don't know if Infinity Gains needs any more plugs.
Yeah. But if you want to get amongst some groups, we do have, we do have a few apes here. However, we have the intelligent investors, we have the traders, and we make both those long-term sort of investments, we make those short-term investments, and we have some good swing traders. We're also not just in the low caps. We discuss our main portfolios. So get amongst it, guys. I think that's about a wrap. Marsh, is there anything else you'd like to add, mate?
Man, it's just been incredibly exciting to do this live stream with you, man. I think I want to say it's a rousing success.
Yeah. For a first
I'm
attempt,
honored.
I think it's really good. And Marsh, always a pleasure to work with you, man. You crack me up every single day. So for now, guys, get amongst the Adapt Crypto crew. We have plenty more coming for you. We're around the clock, 24/7 traders working together. And please like, subscribe, share our community links, and hope to bring you more information in the future. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one,
See ya.